Since the birth of man, the presence of predators has shaped our very existence, with the evolution of fear response being deeply ingrained within us. Likewise, in college board stimulus, predator-induced fear causes PTSD-like changes. It highlights the impact of predators, but also includes how important evolution is to our species and other species. Good morning, I'm Quinn Gorman. I will be discussing creationism and evolutionism. This leads me to my research question. How does empirical evidence of evolution go against Christian creationist beliefs? I argue that in contemporary society, Christian creationism sometimes influences certain individuals in a way that may obscure the perception of factual data. This evidence consists of logged findings of evolution, human evolution, and geologist discoveries. First, to start off with, creationism is defined by the book of Genesis as the belief that since the creation of Earth, all species created have remained the same ever since. And the belief is known as young Earth and old Earth creationism. Creationism begins with the creationism of all other animals and ends with the creation of Adam, as humans are the last species created. This idea can be seen and portrayed in the Creationist Museum located in Williamstown, Kentucky. The museum follows a strictly religious perspective according to John Lynch in his article, Prepare to Believe, in which he states, the museum shows visitors the correct subject position to take towards the Bible. Through the museum, visitors tend to learn that evolution is being redefined to refer to the entire history of the universe, and it is argued that if one aspect of the universe is seemingly inexplicable, the entire body of the scientific theory must be baseless. With baseless findings in creationist ideals that are named young and old Earth creationism, with young Earth stating that the Earth was created 12,000 years ago, and old Earth stating that it was created 4.5 billion years ago, but follows the same species rule. Evidence provided by Catherine Callahan in Evolutionist and Creationist Arguments states, the oldest rocks found so far, found in Greenland, are approximately 3.8 billion years old. Lunar rocks date back 4.1 billion years old, and the oldest meteorites have been dated 4.6 billion years. This directly goes against young Earth creationism, as young Earth creationism states that Earth was created 12,000 years ago. Furthermore, here are some examples of this. The Aconite rock is 4.3 billion years old, the Acasta gneiss is 4.031 billion years old, and finally, microbial mats roamed the Earth 3.7 billion years ago. And with regards to old Earth creationism, Charles Darwin's studies prove it otherwise. As his studies prove that change over time are indeed possible. With his research on Galapagos Island, Darwin found many types of speciation present within the birds and how their beaks change over time due to evolution. As you can see here in this first graphic, there are 4 different types of bird, which were all located on Galapagos Island. And each one has a different beak size for which different environment they were on Galapagos Island. And over here you can see gradual speciation, which is the same thing, showed over time how one species, when separated, developed different characteristics over time in different environments. This can also be seen in Homo sapiens, or humans. As late as 3.8 million years ago till now, this graph by ResearchGate depicts mean cranial capacity over millions of years compared to other bone structures of past evolved human species that spanned over millions of years. In this graph, we have over here cranial capacity and body mass on the right. As a species' cranial capacity evolves, their body mass tends to decrease. The limitations to my argument may be seen as cultural influences in individuals' beliefs and social environments. But in conclusion, current data and theories suggest that beliefs of young Earth creationism and old Earth creationism does not provide enough data to have a significant reason to disprove evolutionary perspectives. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, first question. What information did you need when you began your research, and then how did that dictate how your research went?
Evidence I needed at the beginning was probably dealing with like the book of Genesis and all the other like biblical theories. And on the evolution side, I probably needed like basic information like Charles Darwin's research, and yeah, that's it.
Okay. And as you were going, like working your way through the whole thing, what kind of questions popped up as you were doing research?
Well, a question that popped up was, as I was reading like the evolution side, I was thinking about the questionability of the biblical side of how, that's how I based my whole argument, because the evolution had more evidence. So I thought, is the creationist side really that ideal to look at?